Yeah, so hello everyone. Hello to Professor Fabivan and whoever is watching this video. My name is Khoi. I am the co-founder and CEO of Ludera, and I'm also a business management student here at Humber Polytechnic in my last year of business, actually. And in the form, I also attached this video because I want to introduce myself to the class before we get started. And I think in the video form, I present myself a bit more natural compared to like a written form. So if you're watching this video, hey guys, how you guys doing? But yeah, let me give you some background about myself. There are some questions that Sahana sent over, so let me just go ahead and do that. Um, So first of all, is the background and why are you passionate about this project? Um, my background is extensive actually. Um, I work for I worked professionally as a server for about 7+ years, doing all kinds of work in restaurants, from busing, serving, and also management. Um, and after a few years, I decided that maybe it's not the career for me. It's get tired. Um, yeah, it's just not for me. And within that time frame, I also worked. I also studied. My first program out of high school is social science. Did that for around 2 years. Didn't really like it, so I kind of switched to game design, or rather game programming, and did that for about 2 years. Also decided that was not for me, and somehow find myself back to business, to the root of everything. Because what is at the root of everything? Because it's my family is always in business. My dad is a BA. My sister is also graduated with a major in business management. So I just go back to my roots, right? And why am I passionate about this project? I think, although it's a game, I this time I ended up finding myself as a non-technical person, or like in startup term, it's non-technical person, but in a regular term, it's a business person of the project. I'm much more passionate about it because I get to do what I love. I get to do building for myself, doing the business side of things, sales, marketing. I think that's what I'm good at. I'm not good at the technical stuff. That's what my CTO is. And a little bit of background of my team and the project as well, which leads to the next question. Ludera, or rather Ludera Learning, I think we're gonna incorporate with that name, is a mobile game that lets students upload their own notes so that they can go through their long PDF notes, slideshows, and whatnot on their classes in a more engaging way and more fun way, rather than just reading a bunch of PDFs. And even with when you upload it on ChatGPT or whatever AI programs, that AI stuff that you're using, I think it's more fun. I think it's more engaging than for playing a game than rather you just read, right? So why am I passionate about this? Again, why am I passionate about this project? I already mentioned. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna introduce you to the team. The team is 4 people, including myself. So I am, like I said, I'm the CEO and non-technical person of the team. I do have a CTO working with me. He is a programmer, also a student from Concordia University in Montreal. I have 2 designers. One is the UX UI person that's designing the user interface and the user experience of the product, and an illustrator artist that is designing the world, designing the game, designing the character. Those are the three people that's with me. And with that, let's keep going. Target customer. So we're targeting college students for now, college and university students for now. And not only that, we're targeting pre-med and nursing students. Why do you ask that? Because they are the ones that use flashcards the most. They're the ones that needs memorizations a lot. And that's one of the reasons why we're targeting them. We wanted to make our target customers super niche, and then from there we can expand, because if we make it too large, it's really hard to serve everybody at the same time. So we wanted to do a small segment, and then we expand from there. But honestly, any kind of student will work on this thing as long as they have a lot of documents that they have to go through. The one segment that is not gonna be worked with will be the design students, because design students, like as you already can imagine, they are designers, so their project or their homeworks rather is more towards project based instead of exam based, so they don't have to memorize so much, but they can still use it for their elective or the English course, right? Key competitors and point of their differentiations. The key competitor that we have, so more so like more legacy companies like Anki, Quizlet, and even gaming companies like Riot or any sort of that in that nature. But by far the biggest competitor, and they're doing very similar to us, or rather they did. We are doing very similar to them. Is Lingo Legend. So we found out this out about a month ago. Lingo Legend is a mobile game as well, and also using game instead of gamified. So we kind of position ourselves as a game instead of a gamified version of any type of product, because as you can imagine, let's say Duolingo, you guys used Duolingo before. It's more of a gamified learning experience, whereas Lingo Legend is, and Ludera is using a game, right? We're going through a game, going through a tactical dungeon game, and you defeat enemies by using your notes. And if you can answer your notes correctly, you will be able to go through the game, right? Now, the differentiator with us and Lingo Legend is that, as you can imagine in the name itself, Lingo Legends are doing language learning. So they have a very linear content. They already have extensive content that they're built into the game, built into the product, and you can kind of go through from there. Whereas Ludera, you can use any notes. You can use any of your notes. We don't have any presets content that's on there. You just have to use your notes. And once you upload your notes, an AI platform will help organize your own notes. You don't have to do any of the work from your side. And then from there, it will help you to gather the notes, and then it will prompt you the questions. When you're going through a battle, you can answer it, and then you go through it, right? Now, again, Lingo Legend is trying to doing that as well. They have, they're very active. I think they're a team of 5 or 6 people. They're also a startup. They started out around 5 years ago, so they have 5 years ahead of us. But I think we're in the right position to, I guess, disrupt and scale this, because those Lingo Legends are the team that they do not want to scale too fast, because they don't want to use venture capital money or any sort of funds from any investors. They bootstrap the whole thing. So Ludera is different. We want to scale. We want to see Ludera in every single student's phone or around the world. That's our vision, right? Ambitious, I know, but that's our goal. Pricing and key competitors, price sensitivity, payment methods. So we're, as you can imagine, we're gonna do online. We're gonna do free to play model. Um, Most of the students here should know what free to play model is. If you don't know what it is, it's very similar to how League of Legends, Legends of Runeterra, that's another their game. Teamfight Tactics, free to play, and then you gain money through skins, cosmetics of the characters. And the third one we have is AI. So we're gonna charge based on how much usage the user used. So let's say very similar to how ChatGPT is doing their subscription. We're gonna do very similar because we're gonna use ChatGPT's model, right? Distribution channels that will be in Play Store and App Store. So the product will be available on Android and iOS. So there's that. Advertising and promotion ideas. Right now, we're again we do a lot of research on League of Legends, and from what we're seeing, they do a lot of promotions on Reddit. So they're very big on Reddit. They do a lot of updates through Reddit, and I'm assuming on Discord channels, their own Discord channel. So it's a small community, but it is a very supportive community. So that's a good thing for them. For us, we're gonna do it a little bit differently because we wanted to scale, right? So we wanted to do on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, any sort of short form content. We will be on it, and we want to advertise to almost everybody, but again, like nursing students and pre-med students at first, but we wanted to make ourselves known. And the way we wanted to do that is that we're gonna do it ourselves at the beginning, but later on when we have some sort of investment money from either VC or angels, we will be doing through a founder friend of mine. His name is Nicholas, and he does short form content for businesses. And his business is Content Elevation, if you're curious. But I'm gonna be partnering with Nicholas to help Ludera expand and gain followers or even just people organically on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So that's one of the ideas, right? Key challenges and success factors. Again, these I could just say the challenges that we have right now is time. We're racing against time. Why are we racing against time? Because we are in a time of how do I say this? In a time of fast pace, right? Very fast pace. Every single company they're building with AI. They're building with a incredibly fast iterative time. So that's one of the key challenges. Another challenge will be money, right? We're bootstrapping our company right now, so any sort of investment from either venture capital or angels will be very, very helpful to bring the team full time, because right now the team is working part time. So any sort of investment will be very, very helpful to bring the team full time to help even scale the business as well as we launch later this year. And last is any sale targets or marketing budget. Right now we don't have any metrics for that. we'll have to see how much we scale. But obviously, we want to have in the hands of as much students as we can. So targeting, I'd say targeting after 3 months of launch, we would target at least 1,000 to 5,000 users to start. Not even paid users, okay? These are free users. We would target about around, I'll say, 500 paid users, either with cosmetics or a subscription-based model. That's very ambitious, but you gotta have some KPI, right? But yeah, I think that's all the questions that we have. I will be answering a lot of more questions in class. I'll be giving the pitch again, but yeah, like let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you on September 18th. Thank you.